Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend, Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So, people that watch my channel know that I believe July 20th is going to be a big day. Just if you don't know what July 20th is, that's the date that the National Association of Realtors will be reporting existing home sales for the country. I expect them to be bad. I expect a lot of metrics to be the worst ever, the biggest this, the biggest that. And this is going to be all just the national news media jumping in, which is going to scare buyers, scare sellers. One of the things you should do, folks, is there's a organization called Black Knight. I have referenced them many times on my channel. They track the real estate market, much like John Burns, real estate consultant, does. If you follow Black Knight, John Burns, you're going to get the truth. You're going to get the data. You found an article where Black Knight had some interesting stats, Matt. I thought I would let you summarize it, and then you're actually going to share it with us.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. And I just thought it's interesting because, you'll get data sets and CNBC might spin it one way, YouTube real estate agent might spin it another way. And so it's interesting to see, the talk track or how different data is shared. Specifically this Black Knight article, and I'll pull it up in a second, signs of cooling in nation's least affordable markets. Largest monthly slowdown in home price growth since 2006.
Oh my God, a crash. I'm sorry.
And here's the numbers. Here's this huge slowdown, which I've actually used this analogy before. Is it showing? Is it sharing?
I have it. Yep. Thank you.
I've used the analogy before that if you're driving 100 miles an hour and then you slow down to 80, you're still driving pretty darn fast. You're just driving slower than you were when you were driving 100. So let me see if it'll let me. I was trying to zoom. Anyhow, the second bullet point, like 20.4 on home price appreciation slowed down in April to 19.3, which 19.3 is still blistering hot home price appreciation. But it's the largest single month deceleration since 2006. So even though we have twice the historical average, with 1.5% month over month home price appreciation, going from 20.4 to 19.3 is, the biggest deceleration we've seen in 16 years, which, truth be told, could be a sign that the market is slowing down. I think me and you probably agree that it feels like a fast turn because it is. And when you go from the steep curve of 20% appreciation and you get back to flat or sub 5% home price appreciation, that's going to feel like a sharp deceleration because it is.
This is where I get a lot of pushback on my channel. This is exactly why I can confidently say, or at least confidently believe, that the national housing market, the median national housing market, is not going to post a negative number. It's going to slow down. It's going to go from 20 to 19 to 15 to 12 to single digits. It's not going negative in 2022, folks. You can keep yelling and screaming at me. It doesn't matter. You want to crash, doesn't make it so. Your buy box, your city, maybe, but median national house price will not have a negative number year on year in 2022. It doesn't move that fast. This is not NFTs. This is not crypto. People don't have to sell. 85% of homeowners have something less than 4. 50% have less than 3.5. They don't have to sell, folks. There's maybe some want to sell, maybe lots of fear of missing out, but they don't need to sell. So again, there's a lot of people that are real cranky with me because I won't scream housing crash.
Yeah, you know what just came to mind, Mike, and I want to flip this on you because we've done shows before where you've put me on the spot and you've said assign a percentage probability to this, and I love numbers. So we agree, like there's no chance in 2022. I think what is a more interesting thing to guess on or put a prediction out for is 2023 home price appreciation.
Ooh,
so I'm going to give you 4 buckets.
Okay.
10 to 20% appreciation, 0 to 10% appreciation.
Okay.
Negative, 0 to 10%, and then negative 10 to 20%. So those 4 buckets, if you were to assign a percent probability,
national median home price in 2023, just so I'm clear.
Yeah.
So there's 0% chance, 10 to 20% positive or negative. So the extremes are out. Now we're talking about 0 to plus 0 to 10 or 0 to -10. And again, nationally, this is not talking about your state, your city, your buy box, none of that nonsense. National numbers. I'm going to go, I'll even, you know what? Since I don't think the extremes play, let's do it differently. Let's do 5 to 10, 0 to 5, 0 to -5, 0 to -10. How about that? Let's make this more
fun. Yeah.
Because otherwise it's boring. Nationally. So nationally speaking, -10 to -5, or I guess -6, I'll go 5%. So not likely, but 1 in 20. -0 or 0 to -5, I'll go 20%. So that's 25% total. 0 to 5%. Now, these are in nominal terms, not real, not adjusted for inflation. These are just the numbers that NAR will report. I will say 50%. So now we're at 75. So again, then 5 to 10% would be the remaining 25. So I lean positive, 75, 25. If it goes negative, I'm definitely in the more 0 to -5. But there's a 1 in 20 chance we go -5 to 10. 0% chance greater than 10. Because again, nationally speaking, the worst year ever was -8, 9. So I feel, pretty sure that's at a national. Could Boise, Idaho go -20? Absolutely. But again, we're talking national. So I like it. I like you put me on the spot. So there you go.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I think that was good because there's a bunch of folks with really dramatic numbers and predictions, and then there's people that are all day, every day, finger on the pulse with a little bit of reality in your thought process, right? A little bit of a reasoning there versus
no emotions.
How many clicks can I get, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's cool, and I didn't know that the largest national number was -8.9. What year was that?
I have to go back and look. It's either 2008 or 2009. It's in my 52-year spreadsheet.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So any other bullet point? Yeah, it was good. Any other bullet points in black? Again, folks, if you're not on Black Knight and you're in real estate, you need to. They put out they have just gobs of data. They're non-emotional. There's no political stance. It's just raw data. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool. I can send you this link too to share with folks in the description. Home price growth slowed 97 of 100 largest U.S. housing markets. Shouldn't be a surprise to people. Reminder: slowdown doesn't mean negative.
Slow's not negative.
Right. From 20% appreciation to 19, it's still appreciation. But interesting stuff around affordability, which I think is something that's real, something that I see in my business every day. This says that like the payment to income ratio is the highest it's been since the mid 1980s, and tightened affordability is a real thing. Like I'm talking to folks, even folks that qualify. I had a conversation last night where the guy said, does a 50% debt to income ratio make sense to me? And truth be told, I can't tell folks what to do. Like I can say, this is what you qualify for. But after we had a little bit of conversation, I basically said, no, I wouldn't go from $1,700 rent payment to $3,800 mortgage payment.
Yeah, no.
Even though you qualify, right? Mortgage is relatively strict, in historical terms. Like it's not easy to get a mortgage. They're not handing out mortgages to folks at stated income and 105% loan to value and whatnot. But still, there's going to be folks that qualify for mortgages where qualifying and fitting in your budget and making financial sense are different things. Yeah. So everybody's going to look at that, going back to this last conversation we had where you got to know these things. You got to know your personal finances as well as possible. And getting qualified for a mortgage isn't just submitting something and having a thumbs up come out. Yeah. Yes, you're approved. It's analyzing that and saying, I'm approved, but what am I comfortable at? What makes sense for me? Those decisions right now are what is going to save a lot of people a lot of pain in the next 5 or 10 years, regardless of what happens with home prices. Yeah. Because, there's your job situation and all that other stuff that goes into play, what happens with the economy. And I can't stress that enough, that folks that take a little bit of time, right? You don't want a mortgage answer in 3 minutes. You want it to be a conversation. You want like we do, or other great mortgage brokers do, show you a scenario. You know exactly what the payment is on a $400,000 purchase with whatever down payment you have, and take that, analyze it versus your current budget. And if your current rent is $1,700 and the proposed mortgage that you qualify for is $3,800, know that $2,100 a month just doesn't fall out of the sky, right?
Yeah,
It's got to
that's
come
tough.
from somewhere.
I love that. Yeah. The other bullet, just as we wrap up, the last bullet on this one is important because a lot of people are screaming inventory, inventory, inventory. Okay. Yeah. May saw the largest jump in housing inventory in the past 5 years. However, we're still 60% deficit.
Right.
More
That's
to
the
come.
crazy part too, is like you see inventory like this, and I look at Sacramento, my market,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, we're not even where we were in 2019 inventory wise.
Yeah. This is why no crash is coming in 2022. It's happening. It's all healthy. It's all good. It's no crash in 2022. And as you saw, I only gave I don't call it 10% crash a crash. So I saw, what did I say? 5% from 5 to 10% negative, but hey,
right.
It's something. 1 in 20, maybe.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, over the next 12 months, it's getting easier for buyers, which
absolutely,
which the word to describe it, folks, is opportunity. There's going to be opportunity.
Get closing costs, have a mortgage buy down, don't pay list price. You buyers are going to be like unicorns. Use the power. And if you want to get qualified, how do you want them to reach out?
Go to greatmortgagebroker.com. Get yourself pre-approved, get yourself educated, know exactly what you're looking for. It makes the whole home buying process a little bit easier when you know your numbers first.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.